Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Tom Green. A day after a Colorado doctor was arrested on suspicion of sexual contact, police announced today that there could be more victims. Several people have come forward in the case against Dr. Mark Young from Glenwood Springs.
The doctor ran a ketamine clinic. His medical license has been suspended for inappropriate touching of a patient. Investigative reporter Jeremy Hahola first reported on this story and is live in the newsroom with the latest. Jeremy?
Yeah, hi there, Kim and Tom. Today, police in Glenwood Springs announced 5 alleged victims are tied to this doctor's criminal case. Dr. Mark Young was booked into the Garfield County Jail and has been released since yesterday. We don't have the court documents in his case just yet, but police say one of the victims was an at-risk female who was receiving ketamine treatments from Dr. Young for about 2.5 years. Ketamine is a sedative and is used in psychedelic therapy to treat depression and PTSD. According to the police department, the woman claims Dr. Young made sexually inappropriate comments and unlawful sexual contact while she was under the influence of ketamine. We found Dr. Young started a ketamine clinic in Glenwood Springs back in 2019. He ran it for a few years until he shut it down last year, and then last April, Colorado's medical board suspended his doctor's license. The suspension order there references his inappropriate touching of a patient, an allegation. Glenwood Springs police say they are seeking to talk to more people who may have been victimized at Dr. Young's clinic. His attorney says they have no comment at this time, but in the meantime, you can call police there at 970-384-6500, or you can contact them online.
And Jeremy, when we hear about a doctor in this case accused of sexual allegations, that reminds us of another one that's local in the metro area.
Yeah, this is a high-profile case that we've been following for the past year. Dr. Stephen Matthews is another doctor currently facing allegations after several women have come forward alleging sexual assault. He's accused of drugging them after meeting them on dating apps. Dr. Matthews has been locked up in Denver's jail since May of last year. More than a dozen women have come forward. All of them say they were drugged on dates after meeting him on sites like Tinder. Some of them say they were raped after drinking alcohol at his home. We checked in on his criminal case today. His trial has been set actually for July of this year, so in a few months. In the meantime, Matthews remains in jail under a $5 million bond. Again, he's been locked up since May of last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ketamine clinic is something I don't think many of us have heard of until something like this. So we know you'll follow it. Thank you, Jeremy.
Let's take a look outside, and you can see beautiful blue skies over the skyline of Denver. We got up near 60 degrees today, really warming up after all the wild weather yesterday. We saw the rain, the hail, the snow, you name it. If you were in the right neighborhood, you got a variety pack. And Kathy's with us now. Things are settling down nicely.
Absolutely. We get a nice break ahead of the next system, which is poised to move in over the weekend, of course. But between now and then, spring has sprung in Denver. We have sunshine today, a good drive out there, and temperatures in the mid-50s. Beautiful in the high country, no issues today on the I-70 corridor. A mild, calm evening, unlike this time yesterday. And we'll see 70s later this week, the first 70-degree readings of the season. The next storm system doesn't move in until the end of the week. So while we're enjoying temperatures seasonal now at 59 for Denver, 64 in Lamar, 51 in Eagle, we're going to see a jump of about 5 to 10 degrees tomorrow. Winds are an issue today. Pretty chilly out there if you've been out for any length of time. Parker, Aurora, Englewood, Centennial, these areas seeing a pretty cold north wind blowing. And the areas that haven't seen the wind, really, it feels so much warmer and really gusty out across extreme northeastern and east central Colorado today. But a big blocking ridge of high pressure will be our dominant features. We say goodbye to yesterday's weather maker, creating problems today in the Midwest and the Northeast. Other than a few passing clouds tonight, we have a beautiful string of days coming up. Temperatures over the next few hours will continue in the 50s right through sunset. Coming up, we'll talk in detail about the extended forecast and the 70s coming your way.
Thank you, Kathy. A developing story at 4 o'clock. One person hurt in a shooting. It happened at Park Avenue West in Glenarm in Denver, just outside of an apartment building. Few details are known right now. Denver police do say the person that was injured was taken to the hospital. We did catch up with one neighbor who feels that the crime in this area is a growing problem.
There's a massive amount of safety concerns over in this corner area. There's a lot of homelessness that usually gets carried into our entryways in our buildings here. It's something that we think about every day when we walk out, but nobody ever expects their life to be cut short as soon as they step out of their doorway.
At this point, Denver police aren't releasing any information about a possible suspect.
Looking ahead, Colorado State Patrol is launching a new operation to crack down on speeding in the high country. Starting tomorrow, troopers will be focusing on I-70 through Summit, Eagle, and Garfield counties. No one to catch right now. Oh, there we go. The goal is to reduce speeding and unsafe passing on the highway. A new federal rule is establishing minimum safety requirements for the size of train crews. The new rule requires a second crew member on all trains. The rail industry has been pushing for one-person crews as a way to cut costs, even as the train sizes expand, with some freight trains as long as 3 miles. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg says these rules are a big step towards avoiding major accidents.
A second crew member is vital to performing safety functions like securing a train with handbrakes, handling track switches that are not remotely controlled, obtaining track authorities, assisting in emergencies, and much more.
The rule does allow for some exceptions. On smaller railroads, operators would need to notify regulators and comply with new federal safety standards.
Well, if you love to laugh, you certainly remember Joe Flaherty. The actor, writer, and comedian died yesterday. Hilarious in so many roles, working with Second City Television. Of course, you also saw him in the film Happy Gilmore and the TV show Freaks and Geeks. Joe Flaherty's daughter confirmed to Variety magazine that he died after a brief illness. Joe Flaherty was 82 years old.